In Matthew 14, verse 31, it says, immediately, Jesus reached out his hand and caught him. You of little faith, he said, why did you doubt? As the grip on pull through, remember that Jesus is reaching out to support you, just as he reached out to catch Peter when he faltered. Hold tight to your faith and trust in his strength to carry you through the toughest of moments, just as your grip is carrying you through this exercise. Don't let doubt and weakness pull you down. Hold on to him and press on. I'm Raman Hunter. Welcome. Today we're going to be talking about the bearhold pull-through exercise. It's an intermediate to advanced type of exercise. The difficulty is about probably 7, 8 out of 10. And the exercise really targets the core muscles. It's an anti-extension dynamic stabilization exercise because there's some movement during stability. There's some movement during stabilization. It really helps to build the strength and endurance of your core muscles. It helps with functional performance. It helps with your posture. It also helps with shoulder strengthening because you're now moving your hand from one direction to the other. You're now moving your hand from left to right. You're pulling a weight. You're pulling through this exercise. All right. So this is it's a dynamic exercise, and it's a really good exercise to add to your program. Once you have mastered the regular bearhold exercise, you can now add this component to it. This is a variation of the bearhold exercise. All right. So the starting position for this exercise, you're going to go into the bearhold position. Right now, I'm using a dumbbell. You can use a kettlebell if you want. You can use a bottle of water. If you're at home, you can use a bottle of water. Something weighty, anything. You can use pretty much anything as long as you can pull it through from one side to the next side. All right. So you're in a bearhold position, as I described before in my other video. And what you're going to be doing, you want to make sure that you brace the core. Keep your core nice and tight. Remember what I said from before. You find your belly button or your navel. Move your fingers over to the side a bit, just below the last rib. Sink your fingers in there, not too much over to the side, but probably to the front and side slightly. Sink your fingers into your abdominal area. Breathe out and push out against the fingers. So sink your fingers in so that you can feel it, right? Breathe out and push out against the fingers. You should be feeling the fingers popping out from your side. All right? You should be feeling the fingers popping out from your side, and you feel a tension there in your core. Once you feel your fingers popping out and away from your side, that is what I mean by bracing your core. You want to hold that tension, and you should be able to hold it during talking. You should be able to hold it during movement, and that is exactly what I want you to do during this exercise. So you're going to go into 4-point kneeling, meaning that you'll be on your hands and knees initially, and you want to make sure that the hands are about shoulder width apart. Hands are shoulder width apart like this. Shoulders directly over the hands. Shoulders in line, directly over the hands. Head is in a neutral position. Hips and knees are about 90 degrees. You want to make sure the hips are above the knees and the feet are on the toes. Not flat, but on the toes. All right. Now, the addition is I have a weight here. I have a weight, a dumbbell. Okay. Now, you're going to brace your core, keep your core nice and tight. Lift the knees from off of the surface, just about a couple inches from off the surface, about 2 or 3 inches. You want to make sure that the hips are in line with the knees. Shouldn't be out like this, shouldn't be in like this, and the bottom shouldn't be in the air. You might feel a little burning sensation in your front part of your thigh. That is normal. Brace the core, keep it like this. Now you want to maintain this position. As you maintain this position, you want to pull through from one side to the next side. So you're going to use one hand. Put the weight on the opposite side. Put the weight on the opposite side of where the other hand is, right underneath by the axilla, by the armpit, where the other hand is. And you're going to use the hand that is furthest away from the weight, which is this one. Show you from this angle. So the weight is on this side. You put the weight furthest away from the hand that will be pulling the weight through. Okay? So you're in your bearhold position like this. The weight is on the opposite side. I'm going to use this hand, pull the weight across, and then I'm going to use the other hand and pull it back over. All right? So try not to shift your body too much. It's a dynamic stabilization exercise, so you're supposed to be stabilizing during movement. Try not to do this. This is incorrect, all right? Now, don't get me wrong. There will be some movement occurring, slight movement that has to occur, but try not to move excessively. When you find yourself falling out of position or losing form, you need to correct yourself. So the weight is on the opposite side. It's on the left side. I'll be using my right hand. I'll be pulling the weight from the left to the right. Use my right hand, pull over. Use the left hand, pull from the right back over to the left. All right? Just try and keep your body steady. So yes, there's a shift in your body weight from one side to the next. Try not to over-rotate. Try not to be shifting your body too much. So notice I'm pulling the weight through. My weight is shifted onto one side. As I take the weight off of one hand, pull the weight across. And do the same thing for the opposite side. This really works your shoulders. It really works your arms. And it really works your core and your legs. It's a wonderful exercise to add to your program. Wonderful. I'm going to show you from lateral view again. So I'm in a bear hold position, pull through. Pull through. So I'm pulling across. I'm pulling across this way. All right? Pull through, pull through, pull through, pull through. Again, try not to be shifting your body too much. Try not to do this. Try not to do that. Keep your body nice and steady. Bear hold position and then pull through. Very little movement of my body. It's a wonderful exercise to add to your program. Remember to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm Raman Hunter. Blessings.